is to learn how to focus better visually if you want to bring about higher levels of cognitive or mental focus. When we move our eyes slightly inward, maybe you can tell I'm doing like basically shortening or making the interpupillary distance, as it's called, smaller. Two things happen. Not only do we develop a smaller visual window into the world, but we activate a set of neurons in our brainstem that trigger the release of both norepinephrine and acetylcholine. Norepinephrine is kind of similar to epinephrine. So in other words, when our eyes are relaxed in our head, when we're just kind of looking at our entire visual environment, moving our head around, moving through space, we're in optic flow, things moving past us, we're sitting still, we're looking broadly at our space, we're relaxed. When our eyes move slightly inward toward a particular visual target, our visual world shrinks, our visual focus goes up, and we know that this relates to the release of acetylcholine and epinephrine at the relevant sites in the brain for plasticity. Now, what this means is that if you have a hard time focusing your mind for sake of reading or for listening, you need to practice, and you can practice, focusing your visual system. Now, this works best if you practice focusing your visual system at the precise distance from the work that you intend to do for sake of plasticity. So how would this look in the real world? Let's say I am trying to concentrate on something related to, I don't know, science. I'm reading a science paper and I'm having a hard time, it's not absorbing. Spending just 60 to 120 seconds focusing my visual attention on a small window of my screen, meaning just on my screen with nothing on it, but bringing my eyes to that particular location increases not just my visual acuity for that location, but it brings about an increase in activity in a bunch of other brain areas that are associated with gathering information from this location. So put simply, if you want to improve your ability to focus, practice visual focus. Now, you may ask, well, what about the experiment where, feeling this rotating drum or listening to the auditory cue? That doesn't involve vision at all. If you look at people who are learning things with their auditory system, they will often close their eyes, and that's not a coincidence. If somebody is listening very hard, please don't ask them to look you directly in the eye while also asking that they listen to you. That's actually one of the worst ways to get somebody to listen to you. If you say, now listen to me and look me in the eye, the visual system will take over and they'll see your mouth move, but they're going to hear their thoughts more than they're going to hear what you're saying. Closing the eyes is one of the best ways to create a cone of auditory attention. And this is what low vision or no vision folks do. They have tremendous capacity to focus their attention in particular locations. And for most people, vision is the primary way to train up this focus ability in these cones of attention. So you absolutely have to focus on the thing that you're trying to learn. And you will feel some agitation because of the epinephrine in your system. If you're feeling agitation, and it's challenging to focus and you're feeling like you're not doing it right, chances are you're doing it right. So once you... Yes. I have colleagues. These are not my, kind of like bro science buddies. I have those friends too. This is a Nobel Prize winning colleague who chews Nicorette while he works. But when I asked him, why are you doing this? He said, well, it increases my alertness and focus. Now, I've tried chewing Nicorette. It makes me super jittery. I don't like it because I can't focus very well. It kind of takes me too far up the level of autonomic arousal. I've got friends that dip Nicorette all day. If you're going to go down that route, you want to be very careful how much you rely on those all the time, because the essence of plasticity is to create a window of attention and focus that's distinct from the rest of your day. So what are some ways that you can increase acetylcholine? How do you increase focus? The best way to get better at focusing is to use the mechanisms of focus that you were born with. And the key principle here is that mental focus follows visual focus. We are all familiar with the fact that our visual system can be unfocused, blurry, or jumping around, or we can be very laser focused on one location in space. What's interesting and vitally important to understanding how to access neuroplasticity is that you can use your visual focus and you can increase your visual focus as a way of increasing your mental focus abilities more broadly. So I'm going to explain how to do that. Plasticity starts with alertness. That can come from a sense of love, a sense of joy, a sense of fear, doesn't matter. There are pharmacologic ways to access alertness too. The most common one is, of course, caffeine. Many people are now also using Adderall. Adderall will not increase focus, it increases alertness. It does not touch the acetylcholine system. The acetylcholine system and the focus that it brings is available, as I mentioned, through pharmacology, but also through these behavioral practices. And the behavioral practices that are anchored in visual focus are going to be the ones that are going to allow you to develop great depth and duration of focus. So let's think about visual focus for a second. When we focus on something visually, we have two options. We can either look at a very small region of space with a lot of detail and a lot of precision, or we can dilate our gaze and we can see big pieces of visual space with very little detail. It's a trade-off. We can't look at everything at high resolution. This is why we have the pupil more or less relates to the fovea of the eye, which is the area in which we have the most receptors, the highest density of receptors that perceive light. And so our acuity is much better in the center of our visual field than in our periphery. When we focus our eyes, we do a couple things. First of all, we tend to do that in the center of our visual field, and our two eyes tend to align in what's called a vergence eye movement towards a common point. The other thing that happens is the lens of our eye moves so that our brain now no longer sees the entire visual world, but is seeing a small cone of visual imagery. That small cone of visual imagery, or soda straw view of the world, has much higher acuity, higher resolution than if I were to look at everything. Now you say, of course, this makes perfect sense, but that's about visual attention, not mental attention. Well, it turns out that focus in the brain is anchored to our visual system. I'll talk about blind people in a moment, but assuming that somebody is sighted, the key is to learn how to focus better visually if you want to bring about higher levels of cognitive or mental focus. When we move our eyes slightly inward, maybe you can tell I do it like so, basically shortening or making the interpupillary distance, as it's called, smaller, two things happen. Not only do we develop a smaller visual window into the world, but we activate a set of neurons in our brainstem that trigger the release of both norepinephrine, epinephrine, and acetylcholine. Norepinephrine is kind of similar to epinephrine. So in other words, when our eyes are relaxed in our head, when we're just kind of looking at our entire visual environment, moving our head around, moving through space, we're in optic flow, things moving past us, we're sitting still, we're looking broadly at our space, we're relaxed. When our eyes move slightly inward toward a particular visual target, our visual world shrinks, our level of visual focus goes up, and we know that this relates to the release of acetylcholine and epinephrine at the relevant sites in the brain for plasticity. Now, what this means is that if you have a hard time focusing your mind for sake of reading or for listening, you need to practice, and you can practice, focusing your visual system. Now, this works best if you practice focusing your visual system at the precise distance from the work that you intend to do for sake of plasticity. So how would this look in the real world? Let's say I am trying to concentrate on something related to, as I'm reading a science paper and I'm having a hard time, it's not absorbing. Spending just 60 to 120 seconds focusing my visual attention on a small window of my screen, meaning just on my screen with nothing on it, but bringing my eyes to that particular location increases not just my visual acuity for that location, but it brings about an increase in activity in a bunch of other brain areas that are associated with gathering information from this location. So put simply, if you want to improve your ability to focus, practice visual focus. Now, you may ask, well, what about the experiment where people were, feeling this rotating drum or listening to the auditory cue? That doesn't involve vision at all. If you look at people who are learning things with their auditory system, they will often close their eyes, and that's not a coincidence. If somebody is listening very hard, please don't ask them to look you directly in the eye while also asking that they listen to you. That's actually one of the worst ways to get somebody to listen to you. If you say, now listen to me and look me in the eye, the visual system will take over and they'll see your mouth move, but they're going to hear their thoughts more than they're going to hear what you're saying. Closing the eyes is one of the best ways to create a cone of auditory attention. And this is what low vision or no vision folks do, they have tremendous capacity to focus their attention in particular locations. And for most people, vision is the primary way to train up this focus ability in these cones of attention. So you absolutely have to focus on the thing that you're trying to learn. And you will feel some agitation because of the epinephrine in your system. If you're feeling agitation and it's challenging to focus and you're feeling like you're not doing it right, chances are you're doing it right. So once you get this epinephrine, this alertness, you get the acetylcholine release and you can focus your attention, then the question is for how long? And in an earlier podcast, I talked about these ultradian cycles that last about 90 minutes. The typical learning bout should be about 90 minutes. I think that learning bout will no doubt include 5 to 10 minutes of warm-up period. I think everyone should give themselves permission to not be fully focused in the early part of that bout, but that in the middle of that bout, for the middle hour or so, you should be able to maintain focus for about an hour or so. So that, for me, means eliminating distractions. That means turning off the Wi-Fi. I put my phone in the other room. I encourage you to try experiencing what it is to be completely immersed in an activity where you feel the agitation that your attention is drifting, but you continually bring it back. And that's an important point, which is that attention drifts, but we have to re-anchor it. We have to keep grabbing it back. And the way to do that, if you're sighted, is with your eyes. That as your attention drifts and you look away, you want to try and literally maintain visual focus on the thing that you're trying to learn. That's the trigger for plasticity. But the real secret is that neuroplasticity doesn't occur during wakefulness. It occurs during sleep. We now know that if you focus very hard on something for about 90 minutes or so, maybe you even do several bouts of that per day, if you can do that. Some people can. Some people can only do one focus bout of learning. That night and the following nights while you sleep, the neural circuits that were highlighted, if you will, with acetylcholine transmission will strengthen and other ones will be lost, which is wonderful because that's the essence of plasticity. And what it means is that when you eventually wake up a couple days or a week later, you will have acquired the knowledge forever, unless you go through some process to actively unlearn it. So mastering sleep is key in order to reinforce the learning that occurs. But let's say you get a really poor night of sleep after a bout of learning. Chances are if you sleep the next night or the following night, that learning will occur. There's a stamp in the brain where this acetylcholine was released. It actually marks those synapses neurochemically and metabolically. Those synapses are more biased to change. Now, if you don't ever get that deep sleep, then you probably won't get those changes. There's also a way in which you can bypass the need for deep sleep, at least partially, by engaging in what I call non-sleep deep rest, these NSDR protocols. But I just want to discuss the science of this. There was a paper that was published in Cell Reports last year that showed if people did, it was a spatial memory task, actually quite difficult one, where they had to remember the sequence of lights lighting up. And if there are just 2 or 3 lights in a particular sequence, it's easy. But as you get up to 15 or 16 lights and numbers in the sequence, it actually gets quite challenging. If immediately after, and it was immediately after the learning, the actual performance of this task, people took a 20-minute non-sleep deep rest protocol or took a shallow nap, so lying down, feet slightly elevated perhaps, just closing their eyes, no sensory input, the rates of learning were significantly higher for that information than were to just had a good night's sleep the following night. So you can actually accelerate learning with these NSDR protocols or with brief naps, 90 minutes or less. For many people, letting the mind drift where it's not organized in thought after a period of very deliberate focused effort is the best way to accelerate learning and depth of learning. I want to synthesize some of the information that we've covered up until now. Today, I want to make sure that these key elements that form the backbone of neuroplasticity are really embedded in people's minds. First of all, plasticity occurs throughout the lifespan. If you want to learn as an adult, you have to be alert. It might seem so obvious, but I think a lot of people don't think about when in their 24-hour cycle they're most alert. Just ask yourself, when during the day do you typically tend to be most alert? That will afford you an advantage in learning specific things during that period of time. So don't give up that period of time for things that are meaningless, useless, or not aligned with your goals. That epinephrine released from your brainstem is going to occur more readily at particular phases of your 24-hour cycle than others, during the waking phase, of course. you should know when those are. Increasing acetylcholine can be accomplished pharmacologically through nicotine. However, there are certain dangers for many people to do that, as well as a cost, a financial cost. Learning how to engage the cholinergic system through the use of the visual system, practicing how long can you maintain focus with blinks as you need them, but how long can you maintain visual focus on a target just on a piece of paper set a few feet away in the room or at the level of your computer screen. These are actually things that people do in communities where high levels of visual focus are necessary. What we're really talking about here is trying to harness the mechanisms of attention and get better at paying attention. You may want to do that with your auditory system, not with your visual system, either because you're low vision or no vision, or because you're trying to learn something that relates more to sounds. You should also ask yourself whether or not you're trying to focus too much for too long during the day. I know some very high-performing individuals, very high-performing in a variety of contexts, and none of them are focused all day long. Many of them take walks down the hallway, sometimes mumbling to themselves or not paying attention to anything else. They go for bike rides, they take walks. They are not trying to engage their mind at maximum focus all the time. Very few people do that, because we learn best in these 90-minute bouts inside of one of these ultradian cycles. And I should repeat again that within that 90-minute cycle, you should not expect yourself to focus for the entire period of one 90-minute cycle. The beginning and end are going to be a little bit flickering in and out of focus. How do you know when one of these 90-minute cycles is starting? Well, typically when you wake up is the beginning of the first 90-minute cycle, but it's not down to the minute. You'll be able to tap into your sense of these 90 minutes as you start to engage in these learning practices, should you choose. And then, of course, getting some non-sleep deep rest or just deliberate disengagement, such as walking or running or just sitting, eyes closed or eyes open, kind of mindlessly, it might seem, in a chair, just letting your thoughts move around after a learning bout will accelerate the rate of plasticity. And then, of course, deep sleep. Many of you have anxiously asked how you can help support the Huberman Lab podcast. Best way to do that is to subscribe on YouTube. You might want to also hit the notification button so that you don't miss any upcoming episodes. Leave a comment. As well, if you go to Apple, you can give us a 5-star rating, and there's a place there where also you can leave a comment. And if you prefer to listen on Spotify, subscribe and download on Spotify. In addition, it's always helpful if you recommend the podcast to your friends and family and others who you think might benefit from the information. And as well, please check out our sponsors. That's a great way to help us. Thanks so much for your time and attention. And as always, thank you for your interest in science. Welcome to the Huberman Lab podcast, where we discuss science and science-based tools for everyday life. I'm Andrew Huberman, and I'm a professor of neurobiology and ophthalmology at Stanford School of Medicine. Today we are discussing music and your brain. However, this episode could have just as easily been entitled Music is Your Brain, or Your Brain is Music. And that's because music, believe it or not, is a neurological phenomenon. Most of us think of music as something that happens outside of us. The sounds we hear, the lyrics we hear, their meaning, how they anchor us to pieces of our history, both emotional or social. It turns out that when we listen to music, it activates nearly every piece of our brain. Moreover, when we listen to music, it activates our brain in ways that our brain itself, and indeed our body as well, help to create that music at the level of so-called neural ensembles. That is the firing of neurons. In other words, when we listen to music, our brain and our body become part of the instrument that contributes to our perception of that music. Today, I'm going to make clear how all of that happens. We will also discuss how music can be leveraged towards shifting our brain states and our bodily states. For instance, what sorts of music to listen to in order to make ourselves happy. Yes, studies have been done on that, as well as how long to listen to music in order to shift our mood or our overall bodily state, including how to process feelings of sadness. Many of you are probably familiar with particular songs that anchor us to particular times in our history or people in our history. And there's an age-old question, really, as to whether or not listening to sad music can help us us process our feelings of sadness, or whether or not they drive us further down the spiral of sadness and despair. And indeed, studies have explored this as well. So today I will explain how music, indeed how different types of music, activate different neural circuits in your brain to create different brain and bodily states, how we can leverage music toward things like emotional processing, shifting our emotions, as well as to enhance learning and memory. And we will also talk about the use of music to enhance brain plasticity. That is, your brain's ability to change in response to experience, not just in response to that music, but rather using music as a tool to expand our capacity for neuroplasticity, giving us the ability to learn far more in other contexts and areas of life. I confess that in
You don't fail.
Let's talk today about 6 mistakes that are quietly, consistently holding you back. Not dramatic failures. No, these are small errors in judgment, repeated daily, and they compound just like money in a savings account. Except this account pays you in regret, missed chances, and untapped potential. Mistake A, waiting for the perfect time. If you're waiting for the stars to align, they won't. Success doesn't show up wrapped in clarity. Action brings clarity. Don't wait for the mood. Create the momentum. The moment you start, that's the moment the universe starts paying attention. Mistake 2A, blaming everything but the mirror. You cannot grow while pointing fingers. The moment you take full ownership of your life is the moment you gain full control of it. Don't be the victim of your past. Be the architect of your future. Mistake 3, living for approval. You don't need 100 likes to make one bold move. Seeking validation is expensive. It costs you your voice, your power, your time. Choose to be respected, not just liked. Your mission won't always be met with applause. Mistake 4, staying comfortable. Comfort zones are invisible prisons. They don't have bars, but they lock your potential away. Growth never happens in the lounge chair. Get uncomfortable on purpose. It's where the next version of you lives. Mistake 5, poor associations. If you're surrounded by people who don't push, don't grow, and don't dream, guess what? You won't either. Energy is contagious. Choose wisely. Sometimes the biggest upgrade in your life is a new circle. Mistake 6A, no discipline. Just desire wanting more is not enough. Everyone wants more. Discipline makes the difference. Your habits are either building you or breaking you. There's no neutral. Show up daily, especially when you don't feel like it. The first and most crucial step to progress is honesty. Brutal, unfiltered honesty with yourself. It's not always easy. In fact, it's often uncomfortable. But as long as you're pretending everything is fine when it's not, you'll stay stuck. You can't fix what you deny. You can't grow from a lie you keep telling yourself. Growth begins the moment you stop justifying your patterns and start confronting them. It's like trying to get in shape while refusing to step on the scale. You're avoiding the data that could change your life. People often stay stuck not because they lack intelligence or talent, but because they refuse to admit there's a problem. They say, I'm just unlucky, or it's not my fault, or but that's just how I am. But those statements are chains. As long as you say, that's just the way I am, you're giving yourself permission to stay that way. You've got to get real with yourself. You've got to look your results square in the eye. Your income, your health, your relationships, and say, this is on me. Not in a shameful way, but in an empowering one. Because what you take responsibility for, you gain the power to change. Self-deception is comfortable, but it's a luxury you can't afford if you want to grow. There's no transformation without truth. And that truth starts with asking hard questions. Am I really doing my best? Am I making excuses instead of decisions? Am I pointing fingers instead of looking in the mirror? These are not easy questions, but they are powerful ones. And the people who rise, the people who succeed long term, are the ones who answer honestly, even when the truth hurts their ego. The good news is honesty doesn't destroy you. it rebuilds you. Once you admit a mistake, a weakness, or an unhealthy pattern, you no longer have to carry the weight of pretending. It's like unlocking a door that's kept you trapped. From there, you can begin the real work, the kind of work that changes everything. But until you admit where you are, you can't design a plan to get where you want to go. That's the paradox. Admission feels like weakness, but in truth, it's the starting point of power. Excuses are comforting lies we sell to ourselves to avoid discomfort, responsibility, or change. And the dangerous thing is, they always sound reasonable when you're the one saying them. I don't have time. I'm too tired. It's not the right season. They roll off the tongue so smoothly, don't they? But here's the truth. Excuses are well-dressed lies designed to protect your comfort zone. And while they might win you some sympathy in the short term, they steal your progress every single day. Nobody ever achieved greatness by mastering the art of explaining why they couldn't do something. You don't get paid for your excuses. You don't get healthier, happier, or stronger by having good reasons for staying stuck. In fact, every time you give in to an excuse, you reinforce the idea that quitting is acceptable. That becomes your default setting. It becomes who you are. And soon, you're not just making excuses, you're living them. The most successful people aren't the ones who have no obstacles. They're the ones who stopped believing their own excuses. They looked at their circumstances and said, yes, this is hard. Yes, it's unfair. Yes, I'm tired. But I'm still going to show up. That mindset of rejecting the easy way out is what separates the average from the exceptional. Life will always give you a reason to wait, delay, or settle. But champions choose discipline over distraction, ownership over excuses. And here's the harsh truth: your excuse might be valid and still holding you back. You may have had a rough childhood, limited resources, or real pain. That's not in question. But what is in question is what you're going to do next. Are you going to carry the excuse like a badge of identity, or are you going to turn it into a reason to rise? Because your future doesn't care how you got stuck. It only cares whether you're willing to get unstuck. Growth never happens by accident. It happens by design, and that design always includes discomfort. The moment you step out of what feels familiar, predictable, and easy is the exact moment you begin to stretch. That stretch is painful. It's awkward. It's often humbling. But it's also where your future lies. No one becomes stronger lifting feathers. You grow by resisting what's heavy, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Comfort is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. When you stay in your comfort zone, your life stays the same. Your potential stays locked up. You may feel safe, but deep down, you know you're not satisfied. Growth demands risk. It requires the courage to look foolish, to fail forward, to be a beginner again. And most people avoid it not because they can't grow, but because they don't want to feel the growing pains. If you want a better life, you have to get used to doing things you don't feel ready for. That's where the edge is. That's where transformation begins. It might mean waking up earlier, having the hard conversation, starting the business, saying no more often, or saying yes when you're scared. The discomfort isn't a sign you're on the wrong path. It's a sign you're finally leaving the old one. Ask anyone who's built something meaningful, a career, a relationship, a new version of themselves. They'll all tell you the same thing. It got hard before it got better. That's the price of admission to the life you want. If you keep choosing comfort today, you'll be forced to settle tomorrow. But if you choose growth now, if you push past the fear, lean into the stretch, you'll look back and realize that uncomfortable moment was the turning point of everything. Time doesn't care who you are. It doesn't favor the rich or the poor, the talented or the average. Everyone wakes up with the same 24 hours. Time is neutral. It's just passing every second, whether you're using it or wasting it. But how you use those hours, that's where the difference is made. Time is simply the canvas. Your choices are the brush. And the truth is, some people paint masterpieces while others leave it blank and call it bad luck. The clock keeps ticking whether you're focused or distracted, whether you're building or just surviving. It's not about having more time. It's about making better use of the time you already have. Think about it. Some people are pulling off miracles with the same hours others use to make excuses. It's not the time that's holding you back. It's what you're doing or not doing with it. People waste years waiting for the right moment. But moments don't make you ready. Decisions do. You have time right now to take one bold step, one habit, one change. 1 hour of focused effort every day can change your body, your bank account, your mindset, and your future. But if you keep saying later, one day you'll look back and realize later turned into never. That's the danger of treating time like it's unlimited. It's not. Every day, you're either investing your time or spending it like it doesn't matter. One builds, the other drains. The people who win in life aren't always the smartest or luckiest. They're just the most intentional. They understand the power of an hour. They know 5 focused years can completely rewrite a life. Time will pass no matter what. But whether it becomes a gift or a graveyard for your goals, that's on you. Everybody wants something. Everyone has dreams. Some want to be wealthy, others want to be fit, respected, fulfilled, or free. But dreams without discipline are just wishes, and wishes don't build legacies. Discipline is what turns desire into results. It's the difference between I hope and I will. Between people who talk and people who build. It's not flashy or loud. It's often quiet and repetitive. But it's the bridge. And if you don't cross that bridge, you'll be stuck on the side of regret. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like doing it. That's the real test. Anyone can act when it's easy, when they're motivated, or when things are going well. But champions are made in those moments when the alarm goes off and they want to stay in bed, when it's hard, when no one's watching. That's where character is built. That's where momentum is made. Wishing feels good. It gives you hope. It paints a beautiful picture in your mind. But wishing doesn't move the needle. Discipline does. The people who win in business, fitness, relationships, and mindset, they're not magical. They're consistent. They get up, show up, and follow through day after day, even when they don't see instant results. Because they know discipline isn't just about effort. It's about alignment. Aligning your daily actions with your long-term vision. You can read all the books, watch all the videos, attend all the seminars. But if you don't apply discipline to your daily life, nothing will change. Discipline is the currency you pay for your dreams. And here's the truth most avoid. You're either paying the price of discipline now or the price of regret later. One hurts for a season, the other lasts a lifetime. Choose wisely. You can have the right goals, the right habits, even the right intentions. But if you spend too much time around the wrong people, it will wear you down. Mindsets are not in isolation. They're shaped by the voices you hear most. If you're surrounded by people who complain, coast, or criticize anyone who aims higher, don't be surprised if your motivation starts fading. Environments matter, and the wrong crowd will talk you out of the life you were born to live. Some people won't support your growth, not because you're doing something wrong, but because your progress exposes their comfort. They don't want to change, so they make fun of you. They joke about your discipline. They downplay your vision. And if you're not careful, their small thinking becomes your ceiling. Don't let someone else's fear become your philosophy. You owe it to yourself to protect your mindset like it's gold. Because it is. Energy is contagious. Spend enough time around people who doubt, delay, and deflect, and you'll start doing the same without realizing it. Your mindset is a garden. The wrong crowd brings weeds. And here's the danger. They don't show up with a warning label. Sometimes they're close friends. Sometimes they mean well. But if they don't challenge you, sharpen you, or push you to grow, they're slowing you down. This isn't about arrogance. It's about alignment. Surround yourself with people who have higher standards, stronger habits, and a vision for their lives. People who talk about goals, not gossip. Who encourage your progress, not your excuses. Because when you're around the right people, you don't have to shrink. You're reminded to rise. And that, more than anything, protects the mindset you've worked so hard to build. Success doesn't start with a goal. It starts with a standard. Your standard is what you tolerate, what you settle for, and what you expect from yourself when no one's watching. If your standards are low, your results will match. But the moment you raise them, the moment you say, this is no longer acceptable in my life, everything begins to change. Not because your circumstances change overnight, but because you change. And when you change, your life follows. People don't get stuck because they lack motivation. They get stuck because they keep negotiating with their standards. They say things like, I'll start tomorrow, or this is good enough, or at least I'm not as bad as them. That's a trap. Comparison keeps your standards low. Excellence raises them. And you don't need to overhaul your life in one day. You just need to stop settling for the things that keep you small. Raising your standards is about identity. It's about deciding who you are and what you will no longer tolerate from yourself or others. If you say you want discipline, but you keep hitting snooze, your actions are out of alignment. If you say you want success, but you keep playing small, your standards are still too low. Real change happens when you stop making excuses and start enforcing new rules for how you show up daily. The best part, you don't need permission to raise your standards. You don't need approval. The world will rise to meet you the moment you decide, this is the new level I operate at. That decision influences your habits, your relationships, your self-respect, and ultimately your results. Because success isn't reserved for the lucky. It's earned by those who demand more from themselves and never go back to the old version. Success isn't a one-time event. It's not something you achieve and then coast. It's something you earn repeatedly through daily effort, focus, and discipline. The most successful people understand this. There's no finish line. There's no point where you arrive and can afford to stop doing what got you there. Success is rented, and the rent isn't monthly, it's daily. If you stop paying, you start losing, period. Too many people think they can grind hard for a week, see a little progress, and then ease off. But success doesn't reward short bursts. It rewards sustained effort. It rewards those who show up when motivation fades, when nobody's watching, and when it's not convenient. Because consistency is the real flex. The market doesn't care what you did yesterday. The mirror doesn't care what workout you did last week. The results you want don't care about your intentions. They care about your patterns. You never are. Success, you lose it. You have to requalify every single day. And that's not a burden. It's a blessing. Why? Because that means you're always in control. You don't have to wait for someone to hand you an opportunity. You just have to pay the rent today, do the work, build the habit, stay sharp, push forward. And if you miss a day, pay double tomorrow. That's how winners think. Every day is a chance to either rise or regress. There is no standing still. And the rent doesn't accept laziness, excuses, or yesterday's accomplishments as payment. It only accepts action. So if you want to stay successful, not just reach it, but keep it, you have to decide, am I willing to pay the price daily? If the answer is yes, then no dream is out of reach. But you better bring the rent every single day. So now you know. The 6 mistakes that are silently holding you back aren't out there in the world. They're inside your habits, your thinking, your decisions. But here's the good news. If you built them, you can break them. If you've been stuck, you can get unstuck. Because your past is a classroom, not a prison. It's there to teach you, not trap you. Starting today, raise your standards. Own your time. Stop defending your excuses. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. Choose discipline over comfort. And most of all, have the courage to look in the mirror and say, it's on me now, and I'm ready. The moment you stop waiting, stop blaming, and start building, that's the moment your life changes. These mistakes might have held you back yesterday, but they don't have to own your tomorrow. That choice is yours. And if you're willing to make it, there's nothing stopping you from becoming the person you were meant to be. You don't need more time. You don't need more motivation. You just need to decide. Because once you do, everything starts to move.
You can have your control, man.
See, the key is to have an abundance mindset. That's how success finds you. You can't chase it. You have to let it find you. You have to attract it by becoming the kind of person that success wants to be around. It is not something that exists only for a few lucky people either. It is available to anyone who understands how to align themselves with it. Some people seem to have an effortless connection with success. Opportunities come to them. The right people enter their lives. Wealth flows toward them. And to the outside world, it looks like they have some secret formula, some advantage that others don't. But the truth is, they have simply developed an attitude that attracts abundance. Most people believe abundance is about external factors, money, opportunities, possessions. But that is only the surface. True abundance is a mindset. It is a way of thinking, acting, and seeing the world that allows success to flow naturally. It is not something you acquire. It is something you become. The biggest mistake people make is thinking they need to work harder to attract abundance. That if they just push more, force more, struggle more, then one day they will finally have enough. But that's the mindset of scarcity. That's the belief that there isn't enough to go around, that life is a competition, that success must be taken instead of received. And that is why most people struggle. They are trying to bring abundance into their life while holding on to thoughts of lack, fear, and limitation. They say they want wealth, but they believe money is hard to earn. They say they want opportunity, but they believe they are not lucky. They say they want success, but deep down, they doubt whether they truly deserve it. This is why abundance is not about external effort. It is about internal alignment. Your results in life are a reflection of what you believe, what you expect, and what you attract. If your mindset is focused on struggle, your reality will reflect struggle. If your mindset is focused on possibility, your reality will reflect possibility. And this is not wishful thinking. It is not about sitting back and hoping for success to fall into your lap. It is about understanding the laws of the mind, understanding the power of your thoughts, and understanding how your attitude shapes your results. The good news is, no matter where you are today, no matter what you've been taught, no matter what experiences you've had, you can reprogram yourself for abundance. You can develop an attitude that magnetizes success, that draws wealth, that creates opportunities effortlessly. Because abundance is not reserved for a select few. It is a natural state available to anyone willing to shift the way they think, act, and expect. So the question is, how do you develop an attitude that attracts abundance? How do you move from scarcity to certainty? How do you rewire your subconscious so that success becomes your default, not your struggle? This is not about theory. This is about real, practical methods to rewire your thinking, reshape your habits, and step into the kind of mindset that makes abundance inevitable. Because once you develop the right attitude, success is no longer something you chase. It becomes something that naturally flows to you. Abundance begins with awareness. Before you can attract more of anything, wealth, success, opportunities, you must first become aware of what is blocking it. Because the truth is, most people are not consciously rejecting abundance, but their subconscious conditioning is keeping it out of reach. Look at your current results, your financial situation, your relationships, your career, your level of success. These are not random. They are the direct reflection of your subconscious beliefs about what you deserve, what is possible, and how the world works. Most people go through life without questioning these beliefs. They assume money is scarce because that's what they were told growing up. They assume success is difficult because that's what they saw around them. They assume they are limited because that's what life has reinforced. But these are just programs, and until you question them, they will keep running. The first step to developing an attitude that attracts abundance is identifying and eliminating scarcity thinking. Because abundance cannot flow into a mind that is constantly rejecting it. Scary thinking shows up in many ways. It shows up as jealousy. When you see someone succeed and feel resentment instead of inspiration. It shows up as fear. When you hesitate to take action because you are afraid of failure. It shows up as doubt. When you set a goal, but immediately start listing all the reasons it won't work. These are all signs of a subconscious mind that has been conditioned for limitation. And if you want to attract abundance, you must rewire this conditioning. Start by paying attention to your daily thoughts. How do you react when you see wealth? When you hear about success? When an opportunity presents itself? Do you feel excitement? Or do you immediately think, that could never happen for me? Every time you catch yourself thinking in lack, pause. Interrupt the thought. Replace it. If your mindset...
I couldn't stay there for that.
You can work at the station for as long as you need to or want to.
Nikki is a goddamn cocaine, and she be up all night tweeting in the goddamn studio because she gotta be on that dope and be married to a goddamn body, but it don't be goddamn true.
Sometimes love takes a long time to work itself out.
What do you think?
Well, no. I'm not talking about me and you, man. I'm talking about us. The record called his. She got another call.
She said, yeah, I already told him. So that's how I knew she had told him before she told me.
That's a lie. I never said that.
That's what she told me on the phone. She said, I already talked to him and I already told her. And I'm not going to lie, I asked her, can I talk to that guy? Because I want to know if she really told him.
He even talked to me and the man even told him that we only did some one time and that was it. He even talked.
The man was trying to allow her to get out the situation. And I can tell I told her, don't say nothing to the man until I get there. That's what I told her. She already hurried up and called that man and coached that man before I got there.
I didn't coach
I asked her, I said, did you talk to this man before I came? She said no.
So has the other man ever met Elijah?
No. Yes.
Have you seen Elijah? He's just 1 month old.
I just say to myself on the screen.
That's the first time you've seen him.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Yana. Actually, she had called me, which I really did still get a good look at him. She had no ride from the hospital at this moment, and I feel sorry for her because, I got my first son with her, so I'm not going to leave her out bogus. She needed to ride back from where we was at. They don't let you leave the hospital with your child unless you have a car seat in the car to take him home.
That's correct.
So I came up there, picked her up, you know what I'm saying, and I dropped her off at her destination.
And you saw the baby that day. But you didn't participate.
I really didn't see him because, his face was kind of covered, but I looked back into the glance.
Ms. Ferguson, you've been very matter of fact throughout this hearing. Everything Mr. Weatherspoon says, you crazy, you don't know what you're talking about, you this, you that. But I have to say, as a mother, you've now had 3 children in the span of 4 years. And you're raising these children by yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
2 of which, the man you say is the biological father, doesn't participate, won't help, and denies.
Yeah.
That has to hurt.
It does.
What does it feel like going through that?
I just feel like I'm all alone, and I just feel like I'm a failure sometimes to my kids because I feel like my kids deserve a father. Sometimes I take the blame because I know I was wrong. I'm not sitting here trying to put it all up on him. It was both of us. But I feel like him doing the kids like that, I just feel like that's a whole nother level. Whatever me and him going through, he shouldn't put the kids up in it.
You put the kids in.
How did I put the kids?
Because if you would have never surrounded yourself around certain men and had intercourse with those men and had sex with me, maybe we'd know what's going on. But see, you wanna do something with another man and then do something with me, and it leaves us all confused. And that's not right. So that's why I say she's the reason why we even in this predicament. Don't have sex with me knowing you're in a relationship.
I wasn't in a relationship.
Well, you having sex with
But
that.
Mr. Weatherspoon, I hope you do know you have a large part to play in this. Okay? It kills me. I mean, Jerome, I ain't never seen too many people. I mean, these two don't agree on one thing, but possibly having all these babies. You haven't agreed on one thing in an hour. But steady possibly making babies and bringing babies in the world. It's ridiculous. So while I appreciate the fact that Miss Ferguson's sexual practices are very important to us finding out the paternity issues, please don't think I believe you were innocent in this. I'm ready for the results, Jerome. The first result is for Aiden. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as follows. In the case of Weatherspoon versus Ferguson, when it comes to 3-year-old Aiden Ferguson, it has been determined by this court. This result is for Elijah. It has been determined by this court.
It's her fault. It's her fault.
The Giles Subaru Summer Savings Event is happening now. Purchase a new Giles Subaru Outback and receive 1.9% APR for 72 months. Or purchase a new Giles Subaru Crosstrek and receive 2.9% APR for 72 months. At the all-new Giles Subaru.
The Floor Trade offers the largest in-stock selection of waterproof luxury vinyl plank in Indiana. Our flooring comes ready for immediate installation. We are open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 9 a.m. through 5 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Floor Trader Outlet, your local source for high-quality flooring.
You need some help.
I know. I'm going to CashNetUSA.com. And if approved, we can have the money in our account as soon as the same business day.
Go to CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need.
Yeah, dude, that doesn't look good. I know what to do.
Go to CashNetUSA.com.
I'm turning this thug out like 2 people.
You are a child. You are a child. You put your hands on me now. You're
Whoa. Motherfucker say shit when he mad. You be the same one. Or be fucking tonight. Doing the same shit the next morning. Fuck all that. Nigga record like a whole ass nigga. Y'all niggas be hoes, man. Y'all whoever started the recording shit, that's a whole ass nigga for that. I got out of that house and mind my motherfucking business. Oh, kill that girl on camera. His dumb ass recording like a whole ass. Now y'all go on a girl, you're accessory, you duck. Just saying. I never so mind for stupid shit you don't. You know what I'm saying? You laughing. You a dumb ass, you dumb niggas. Anything for a view or a like. Bitch, I've been doing this shit. That boy that go stab that girl. He not even gonna call 911. You know, record. Whole ass shit. That's whole nigga shit. Bucking that man head up. You see the bitch, the nigga live, so he bucked up now. He bucked up and fucked up. What's wrong with people do that old live shit, man? I do that, but I ain't about to record my nigga fucking with his old lady. I'm gonna go mind my business or something. Man, like, I'm not even gonna see y'all chill out. Cause y'all gonna be right back together tomorrow. I mean, the fucking people I had problems with cause when you try to fight for other people, relationships, man, that's the dumbest shit you can ever do. Go buck on a nigga or for a woman or my cousin, they back together tomorrow. Bitch, this nigga almost killed me yesterday, bitch. You playing? You back with this nigga? Y'all? No, not the next day. Bitch, you gotta be separated for at least a week now, my nigga. You see, that bitch that shot me in my ass and you went back to the next day? Fuck you. Bitch, y'all gotta at least be separated for a week before y'all go back together arguing and then, bitch, and I'm not getting in the next time either. Fuck you. Nigga that shot me in my ass. Playing with your stupid ass. I'm so stupid ass. Clown.
I just see a shadow where you go. Oh my God. Don't turn off the light no more. Stop. Oh shit.
You're a clown.
It's just a shadow.
Whoever started that loud shit, like, oh damn, that sound bad for that. Motherfucker literally watch somebody drown. Just to get over you. Put a fear that man like.
And I'm not playing with you. You are back up. You want your brother. No one is playing with you. Back up away from them. You want it.
Lame ass niggas, man.
Let me tell you something. That is the top 10 states with the highest HIV rates. Before you stick your mushroom tip in that goddamn girl, you better strap up. They got a goddamn condom out there right now, rubber out there, the ammo coat that you can buy. That's gonna change colors when they goddamn penetrates on the goddamn infected. Cool. These people out here sick, and you don't even know it. And I mean, you don't even know it. You can't look at people no more and identify if they got that shit or if they sick or not, man. Some of the people that got that shit don't even know they got that shit, man. And the scariest part is main people that's sick is the men with money because they knocking down anything and everything. And them pretty girls with them big booties and them with them goddamn BBL and all that shit. They got that shit. They sicker than sick. You know why? They the top of the goddamn food chain. They the prettiest with the nigga with the money ball. And they got that shit. They pass it around like club fighters. That's what I'm saying. And I know a lot of y'all men out there that turn in the sisters. And you safe now from HIV, but let me tell you something. Sissies are the most infected men in the black community based on the CDC reports. 1.4 million people are infected with HIV right now in the U.S. and only about 87% of the people that got that shit actually know they got that shit. And these are the top 10 states that if you out there, you better go to the Emco and get the one that light up when they got their penetrator tell you that she got that shit. This is the top 10 states in the U.S. with the highest HIV rates. And they all are mostly in black communities. I ain't had no time to put them in order. I just put the list. I just want to get it out there. Jacksonville, Florida. You up there on the goddamn list. New York. Everybody out there, you better be careful, boy, because it's some niggas out there got that shit. Houston, Texas. I know they say that like it big. Got big cases of the goddamn HIV out there in Houston, Texas, scrap that shit up. Baltimore, Maryland. Oh, let me tell you something, boy. I know it's a lot of niggas out there think that, boy, they sick out there. Boy, let me tell you something. New Orleans, with that voodoo. With that
right across that shit.
She just got the smell like
y'all ready to be.
She got that shit. It's infected.
It's fucked up world.
Think about what I'm saying. Las Vegas. I know it's the big city of dream with the lights and all that shit. When you put your mushroom tip on there with the condom, it gonna light up. Cause most of them girls out there got that shit. Los Angeles, California, you on the list. I know y'all on the west side. Let me tell you something. When you hit it right, your ass left the doctor, he gonna give you a paper that tell you you got that shit. Los Angeles, high on the list with people that's infected with that shit. Atlanta, Georgia, you got them right now. You number 3 in the world, man. Number 3 highest cases in the world is Atlanta and Georgia. Cause guess what? It's a bunch of RuPaul's out there. It's a lot of boys out there that like the boys. It ain't just a girl. See what's going on in Atlanta is it's a lot of y'all men that's sleeping with men, and you going home to your own man and giving her what that man just gave you. And it's a lot of y'all that got that shit, and you don't even know it. Miami, Florida. Down here in Miami, Florida. It ain't just hot, cause it's hot. It's hot, cause they got that shit. That coochie on fire. Wrap that shit up. The number 1 place in the world right now is the place where niggas tell it and coochie sell it. It ain't just selling, it's smelling and it's swelling. Your mushroom tip up, cause they got that shit. I'm talking about Memphis, Tennessee. Better wrap that shit up out there in Memphis, man. Come tell you right now, they sick. By the end of this year, they expecting Atlanta, Georgia to be the number 1 place in the country with HIV, cause they facing an HIV crisis right now in the city due to the overpopulation of the rainbow people sticking each other, man. It's a lot of the White House out here in goddamn Atlanta. It's a lot of goddamn Dwayne Wade. It's the White House might be sleeping with the Wayne Wade right now. Atlanta is goddamn 3rd behind Miami and Memphis. And see, Memphis is full of streetwalkers that got coochie for sale. But as soon as you stick your commercial took in, it's gonna feel like hell, cause you're gonna be burning. She finna burn you, dog. And Miami is for everybody that's sleeping with everybody, cause they trying to pay that high ass rent. So two on the list. Los Angeles got that Atlanta shit going on down there in Santa Monica. I already know what's going on. And they did it out around the corner in the Calabasas. They over there smashing. Meek Mill sitting on did it out. I already know what's going on. Las Vegas, they selling Cootie Cat at the goddamn
That Cootie Cat.
Spirit Airlines goddamn gate. I already know what's going on. They ain't just in the casino at the Caesar Paradise and all that shit. They at the Spirit Airlines talking about, Coach, you can say, I'll tell you right now, you better. And if you in New Orleans, that Cootie Cat got voodoo in it for that. They got cats and shit for real crawling up out that Cootie Cat. It's gonna bite your dog and give you a goddamn infection. Cause it's infested with goddamn HIV. It's a high on the food chain on the list. I'll tell you right now, you don't want none of that shit, man. At this point, if you get horny, it's better to buy yourself a little roll. Get your little roll, put a little water in it, like split on that. Cause you don't want none of that shit out there. They gonna see the doctor goddamn Jacob, Dr. Miami, you don't want none of that. Well, if you're a man, better buy you a goddamn blow up dog. Buy you a blow up dog and smash her. She ain't gonna want no money from you. She can ride in your car and get you a blow up dog. That's all you gotta do. It's gonna keep you safe from any infections. You don't want none of that, boy. You don't wanna be sleeping with anybody that's sick with that shit. Cause a lot of people got that shit right now and they don't even know it. Let me tell you something. I just want to warn y'all what's going on. It's an HIV epidemic that's finna hit the black community. Gonna take a lot of people out. They ain't got no cure for that shit. In fact, they got a pill that can prevent you from catching it before you catch it. But once you got it, bitch your ass Magic Johnson. If you ain't got Magic Johnson,
I don't see that bitch ain't Magic Johnson one.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all take care of yourself.
I'm fucking around with that live scrolling. I'm scrolling the day early.
Valentine's Day roll, talking about the real road. They ain't doing them, talking about them loaded women like that. They be playing bumper car like Yale King and Oprah. Get you one of them. And if you a man, go get you a thick BBL blow up dog. You can blow her when you would have got just fast. So put her head back in the closet. She ain't ask for no money. She don't want to go shopping. She don't want no birthday gift, no Christmas gift. And you just clean her eye. And goddamn, she don't bleed no time. Look, she ready every day. Get you one of them. Y'all comment below. Y'all like this video. Y'all share this video, baby. We got business.
Hey, Pop, come on, man. Come to find out how the DNA.
I just got off of his.
Motherfucker die over that. Nobody want nobody to go in this phone.
You know what? Huh? Take your phone, right? 100 motherfuckers in your inbox. You ain't saying no 100 times. Fuck that shit. You right.
I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck on, okay? Get the fuck on.
Oh, that shit over with. Motherfucker want to say shit away.
Hey,
come on, man.
We was just doing good, huh? You want the phone?
That's you.
If you want the phone, take it.
Oh, my mama want the phone.
No, get
I'm saying, how? But let me just see what's in there here. You gotta be happy. Oh, my mama, I'll break this bitch. I'll break this bitch. I'll break this bitch. Damn, man, would you stop?
Let me go.
Would you please just stop? I'm not trying to fight that. You stop doing that.
Man, y'all keep running with that, man.
That's him.
Man, it's y'all, man.
You stop grabbing me.
I'm running, man. Making all this noise, man. The Lord, that was
hold on.
Your competitors. There's a reason some men go quiet. They seem too much, felt too deeply, given too many chances that led to disappointment.
Don't nobody want to see you win. I know that now.
There's a reason some men go quiet. They seen too much, felt too deeply, given too many chances that led to disappointment. So they stop talking about their pain. They just carry it. Not because they want to suffer in silence, but because they no longer believe anyone truly listens. They show up every day with a calm face, but inside, There's a storm they've learned to navigate alone. They become their own therapist, their own motivator, their own protector. They don't lash out, they don't seek revenge. They just distance themselves and focus on peace. They don't fear being alone. They fear wasting time on people who pretend to care. And that silence, it's not weakness. It's power. It's restraint. It's growth. So if you know a man like that, don't assume he's cold or heartless. He's been through battles you'll never see. He's just learned the hard way that sometimes the strongest thing you can do is walk away and heal in peace. There's a reason some men go quiet. So they stop talking about their pain.
Yo, this is a crazy situation. Unless you've been living under the rock, you've been hearing about the Dutch. Niggas always having 99. God knows every hour. Selling hundreds, it ain't no fancy.
Forgot about that little jam. They scared to come outside.
I'm really like the energy that just came to me.
What you mean you got to talk? Only reason you got money is because your mama and daddy got money. You living off they shit. How you gonna make fun of me because my parents did what the fuck they were supposed to do financially, and I'm enjoying it? I had to struggle for nothing. So you telling me you think the only way to learn how to make money is to fucking struggle? The only way to learn how to be responsible is to fucking struggle. Yeah, that sound like some shit that a motherfucker that only ever struggled to say. Well, my struggles gave me principles, but it didn't give you no fucking money. So you might want to some shit, because you probably fucked some up. Yeah, keep not being humble. Keep not being humble, you spoiled ass brat, and watch where they get you. Man, what the fuck you mean, keep not being humble? Bitch, I'm not being mean. You literally started this shit because you got mad because you found out my folks had money. And when I defended them, now I'm the motherfucker being unhumble and an asshole and shit. It's your fault. Well, I ain't got to sit here and listen to a spoiled motherfucker who done had everything since they was born. And I ain't got to sit here listening to a struggling who ain't never had shit. The fuck?
New Orleans is shaking, and baby, this is some good old swamp tea. So you know that famous
The moves got that bro.
producer Michael has worked with Sexy Red, NBA Youngboy, Boosie. I mean, he's literally worked with everybody, done mixes for everybody. If you heard the drop, let me put it in my back, Michael. You remember that? That's Michael. So his New Orleans bounce music beats have taken over the airwaves for a minute now. Well, there is so much controversy surrounding him and another artist named B.O.G. Bonnie. Allegedly, somebody gave somebody HIV. There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it. Now, this is Michael. Now, I've never seen Michael, but I definitely heard his beats on a lot of people's records, and I recognize his drop anywhere. So Michael actually is engaged and has a baby on the way. Well, this young lady, B.O.G. Bonnie, she is not having it. She's saying that Michael gave her HIV, knowing allegedly that he had it, and she said that she heard around New Orleans that he had given it to other people. But when she asked him, she said she has on record that he said he did not have it. Now, he's still maintaining his innocence, saying that he does not have it, but she's coming out saying she for sure has it, and she got it from him, allegedly. So this is B.O.G. Bonnie. They have songs together. She's up and coming, but, you know, they were sneaky linking around. So Bonnie was actually saying on her live that she was with Michael. She had feelings for him, and she felt like he took away her right to move on as he's doing, because he gave her something that she can't get rid of. She's like, I stayed with him and I wanted to be with him, but when I found out that I had that stuff he gave me, I was like, I can't be with anybody else, might as well stick beside him. But he's moved on. His girlfriend is currently pregnant. They bought a house. He's going on to the next stage of his adulthood. And she's like, I'm stuck here. I can't even go into my soft girl era good. Now, I watched hours of footage on this, and Michael.
Let me tell you something. Girl, these streets dry right now. These Negroes are broke and desperate right now. They doing anything right now. They out here playing squid games out here right now. They ain't got nothing to lose because they done lost everything. 20 masked men inside a jewelry store in California with crowbars and weapons. And they took everything. Shut this shit out.
That nigga retarded.
How the hell y'all got the balls to be doing shit like this in broad daylight with every camera angle possible looking dead at you in the movie? Y'all see? While the military doing mandatory drafts, look at what they doing. They making it bad out here in the streets, man. They need these wannabe bad guys to defend this country like they defend that dumb shit they do. And now one of them jewelers had a firearm. How the hell they knew that? Who hired them to go do that? Is this an inside job? Because even an 8-round corner store man be strapped every day. So this was clearly a setup and an inside job. Because if you from the streets, you know how these streets be snitching on each other. Who the hell does a jacket with 20 men at the same damn time? And why the hell 20 men can always come together and put together a plan to take something, but they can't come together and make a plan to make something? You can't even find 20 men in the wood, even though you be smoking and drinking with them every day. You can't get none of them niggas to open up a business together with each other, man. Think about that, man. But y'all can always come together on the dummy mission, but can't get together on the money mission. With so many places hiring and looking for employees, why y'all out here doing dumb shit like this, man? These streets done got real desperate. The inflation up, the rent up, food high as hell, the grocery stores going up. If them grocery stores don't go down, y'all got them next. Because I could see a flash bomb running out of Kroger, running out of Publix, running out of goddamn Winn-Dixie with real scrap bags and stuff in the near future. Because ain't no money out here. And you know these robbers, though. Because how the hell you stealing jewelry and ain't nobody got no money? Who the hell you finna sell?
Dumbass niggas. Clowns, man.
Before we finna go to the pawn shop, they done already reported that dummy your ass going to jail. And guess what? It's 20 of y'all, so somebody gonna tell on all of y'all. But y'all comment below and let me know how y'all feel about this situation. Y'all like this video. Y'all gonna tag somebody below. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, baby. We the business.
Some ass niggas.
Tell everybody how you been sleeping with my man. With your camera recording? Yes, with my camera recording because I need.
You do? And then putting CashNetUSA.com. You can apply in minutes and if approved, we have the money in our account as soon as the same business day. Saving the day is easy with CashNet USA.
Stupid ass niggas.
CashNetUSA.com. You can apply in minutes and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day. CashNetUSA.com to apply for the money you need. If you think you can report on American politics,
politics by just staying in Washington, D.C. Do you hope his visits to the line check out this policy to make their priority go to places that aren't spoken about on national news and bring their perspective? Are you going to this country is so diverse? Have you thought the news cycle is busy lately? Well, just enjoy your tips. Washington reports breaking news. Headlines from across the country. Studio Scripts News.
Life ain't gonna be what it ain't gonna be, so we grinding, we being on the mind. I'm still barely deep, I'm walking the line, I'm being on the mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart, but believe you don't need no proof. What you feel in your soul can deny that, you don't believe no truth. I'm comfort, the world's a cruel place, I'm everywhere. Asking God to send my uniform, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears, I'm willing to be your.
New application fee to apply by September 3rd at University of Maryland Global Campus. University of transform the University of Maryland Global Campus isn't just an innovative state school. It's a school for real life. One that by which the has already achieved. That's why at UNGC, you can earn one new credit for your bachelor's of driving learning and life and job experience. While we offer scholarships and affordable tuition, we currently have online classes and the support you need from your first day to graduation day and beyond.
No application. September 3rd at UNGC.edu. Maryland Global Campus believes in students and what they can offer.
Fairy tale.
Credit for experience. They didn't have to start life experience. I actually translated to coursework and cut down in multi school. UNGC honored the level of effort that I put into myself and helped me develop a highly attractive candidate for the job market. Being able to buy a home and start the American dream up there couldn't be prouder.
Fairy tale.
Like the lucky man. Let's have a minute to go on you guys.
Okay, I'll do it. I can't do it alone. I need some kind of accompaniment.
How the fuck I do this, bitch? Get off me, ho. Well, it's 12 o'clock already. I ain't did shit all day. The fuck? Nah. Play with scratching my head is about it. I wash my hands though. Like, y'all don't scratch your ass. Y'all don't scratch your ass. You a motherfucking liar. So y'all don't scratch your ass. And not no booty scratches. None of that. Get the fuck out of here.
Hot as hell to the right. Even the hype up. I'm finna post some water there. Hey, get your hype ass up, man. Get up, man.
Reminder that life's hardships and uncertainties are no match.
It's hot as hell to the right. Even the hype up. I'm finna post some water there. Hey, get your hype ass up, man.
Deep joy, appreciation that we bear witness the joining David Franklin.
I'm a boss bitch, I don't need a hand. If I wanna get it, baby,
She's weird, California. She's doing a good job. You're trying
Ain't nobody fucking with a real nigga? Well, fuck him. Fuck him, Cuddy. Cuddy, fuck him, Cuddy.
those pills are banned in several states.
Cuddy, fuck him, Cuddy.
You want some real fires?
Yeah, but we're not like no hoe, you know I'm always going in. Bro, don't get her out, you like, and I ain't talking about no end. Let me stick it on my battery. It's no killer with me. Yeah, but we're not like no hoe, you know I'm always going in. Bro, don't get her out, you like, and I ain't talking about no end. Let me stick it on my battery. It's no killer with me.
So you don't want to know about the fire.
That's a look. For real, for real. Hello.
Life ain't gonna be what it ain't gonna be, so we grindin', we getting on, never mind. Gotta feel bad, let me drop off on the line with a pen, go, never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. That's what you feel in your soul can deny that. You don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears. I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. Time I have my whole world flipped upside down to the last month. Laying all alone, I don't need nobody. Praying to the Lord, send me somebody. Wrong thing, I believe that was so misguided. Seen a lot of shit I never told nobody. Suicide attempt put a hole in my body. Pain with the drug, take control of my body. I was molested inside of my mother's home. I never my mother told me don't ever regret. I'ma put you in for a reason, you special. Leaving your truth to the world, you're blessed. I guess I always been a protector. Women and children that need a protection. I had a fear of being vulnerable, which translates into
so we grinding, we being on never mind. Gotta feel bad, let's be on the line when I'm here. And what you feel in your soul, get denied. You don't believe no truth.
God, man. Fuck.
Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grindin', we being on never mind. Gotta feel bad, let's be tryna bump on the line, but I'm damn on never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, I still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears, I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. My damn whole world flipped upside down to the last month. Laying all alone, I don't need nobody. Praying to the Lord, send me somebody. Whole thing I believe that was so misguided. Seen a lot of shit I never told nobody. Suicide attempt put a hole in my back. Pain let the drug take control of my body. I was molested inside of my mother's home. She ain't believe me when I was young. That's when I stole my grandmother's gun. And I walked in that bitch and I put him up. Some of my family might say I'm the devil. My godmother told me don't ever regret it. God put you here for a reason, you special. Living your truth to the world, you're blessed. I guess I always been a protector of women and children that need a protection. I had a fear of being vulnerable, which translates into aggression. I had a death wish, I ain't wanna live real pain and be running deep. A lot of cocaine, sell a bunch of keys. I'm with the cartel, what you believe? Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grindin', we being on never mind. Gotta feel badly, be tryna bump on the line, but I damn no never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears, I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. Met a bitch with a soul like I have, more love than even knows like I have. I fell in love at first sight, my bad. You could call me a duck, cause I quit to her tonight. She could be so deceptive, she rubbing my feet and she kissing on my back. Hated the areas you been neglected, I learned my lesson, okay, now watch back. Don't let them break your spirit, keep your swag going. Cartier diamonds, blow a bag on them. 992, Porsche 911, Turbo S coupe, do the dash on them. I'm a sex symbol, women want my number. I just passed some remember long nights strapping on the phone. Standing in the kitchen with the door on the phone. I ain't even sleep, you can see me in the morning. I know how to weather through the rain when it's storm. I don't get tired, everybody go to yawning. God sees coming, now I'm doing what I want. Put a little love in the air. I done got out of my system, my mouth. And this day forward, protecting my karma. Let the bitch try to come back, I don't want her. Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grindin', we getting on never mind. Gotta feel badly, be tryna bump on the line, but I damn no never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't need no proof. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place. I was molested inside of my mother's home. She ain't believe me when I was young. Case and case and a constant type. I love you. Yeah. Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grindin', we getting on never mind. Gotta feel badly, be tryna bump on the line, but I damn no never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears, I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. Time my damn whole world flipped upside down to the last month. Laying all alone, I don't need nobody. Praying to the Lord, send me somebody. Whole thing I believe that was so told misguided. Seen a lot of shit I never told nobody. Suicide attempt put a hole in my back. Pain let the drug take control of my back. I was molested inside of my mother's home. She ain't believe me when I was young. That's when I stole my grandmother's gun. I walked in that bitch and I put him up. Some of my family might say I'm the devil. My grandmother told me don't ever regret it. God put you here for a reason. You special. Living your truth to the world, you're blessed. I guess I always been a protector of women and children that need a protection. I had a fear of being vulnerable. Translates into a Christian. I had a death wish. I ain't wanna live real pain and be running deep. A lot of cocaine, sell a bunch of keys. I'm with the cartel, won't you believe? Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grind and we beat no never mind. Got a few badly beats tryna bump on the line, but I pay them no never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart won't believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears. I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. Met a bitch with a soul like I have, more than even knows like I have. Fell in love at first sight, my bad. You could call me a duck, cause I quit. Intuitive nature could be so deceptive. She rubbing my feet and she kissing on my back. Hated the areas you been neglected. I learned my lesson, okay, now watch back. Don't let them break your spirit, keep your swag going. Cartier dots, blow a bag on them. 992, Porsche 911, Turbo West cool. Do the dash on them. I'm a sex symbol, women want my number. I just pass on her, I'm alone. I ain't strapping on the pole. Standing in the kitchen with a door to perform. I ain't even sleep, you can see me in the morning. I know how to weather through the rain when it's storm. I don't get tired, everybody go to yawning. God sees don't mean I'm doing what I want. Put a little love in the air. I done got out of myself in my mouth. And this day forward, protecting my karma. Let bitty bitch try to come back, I don't want her. Life ain't gon' be what it ain't gon' be, so we grindin', we getting on, never mind. Got a few badly beats tryna bump on the line, but I pay them no, never mind. What you see with your eyes and your heart must believe, you don't need no proof. And what you feel in your soul get denied, you don't believe no truth. I'm a comforter, the world's a cruel place, and I know very well. Asking God to send my unicorn, still believe in fairy tales. I'll heal your pain and lick your tears. I'm willing to be your wishing well. I'll be everything you need me to be, only if you believe in fairy tales. Only if you believe in fairy tales. You won't eat. Only if you believe in fairy tales. Y'all like it? Yeah, I thought I... How many times you been sleeping on me? Too many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Too many times. How many times I believe you sorry? Too many times. How many times you been leaning on me? Too many times. How many times you been sleeping on me? Too many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Too many times. How many times I believe you sorry? Too many times. Anybody hear me? Forgive me if I'm seeming a little distant. I wouldn't even hear myself. Hormones with the one from now. Body else can't be used. They used to use me. Just don't abuse me. Back and forth get so confused. The only thing that's really suiting is working out and making music. My whole life been like a movie. Eagle feelings in my head. Eagles flying away. Once I get you back in my arms, never let you go again. How many times you been leaning on me? Many times. How many times you been sleeping on me? Many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Too many times. How many times I believe you sorry? Many times. How many times you been leaning on me? Many times? How many times you been sleeping on me? Many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Many times. How many times you sorry? Many times. Latest passion. Therapeutic. Exhibition passion. Disloyal. Didn't play their part. They missing their action. Talk these folk. I'm looking my accent. Begging for a second chance. Get the gas. This state on the track. Say they want me dead. That's so bad. Tell them get in track. You should pray to God that I fall on, but I know if you want else stepping on. Emotions we ain't heavy on. Still I'm standing. Speaking something earned and never given. I'm out here demanding. So the way grind. It'll stay right. Get away drop. Girl on the high. Say it's about to. That's how they're blind. Through the text. She ain't compliant. I'm not standing. Get in line. Leave provide me out of the alignment. Ain't no secret. People releasing how we achieve a better environment. How many times you been leaning on me? Many times. How many times you been sleeping on me? Many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Many times. How many times I'm gonna leave you sorry? Many times. How many times you been leaning on me? Many times. How many times you been sleeping on me? Many times. How many times you been speaking on me? Many times. How many times I'm gonna leave you sorry? Many times. Get up on my level. 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 This ain't no fight in public. Can't see you niggas. No feelings, ain't no bitch I'm trusting. Can't see you niggas. Faces that she make disgusting. Can't see you niggas.
One of them.
Inside her stomach. Can't see you niggas. Cause I've been hurt before. Can't see you niggas. Don't have very anymore. Can't see you niggas. Been on the side of frames. Can't see you niggas. Rockin' shades to hide the pain. I can't see you niggas. But ain't shit. Got it all day. Get it all day. Push out J's. Wanna fuck man? The thing you niggas rap about ain't shit to me. I feel it's only right to say. You niggas need to get up on my level.
Oh, damn. Get up on my level.
Get up on my level. Get up on my level. Get up on my level. Get up on my level. You niggas need to get up on my level. 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 Squeal when the police is took me. Can't see you niggas. Praise the devil and set you bugging. Can't see you niggas. It was for my team, I took it. Can't see you niggas. I thinking they would play me pussy. I can't see you niggas. Talking about when I'm not looking. Like Stevie Wonder, play with keys while making music. Like Stevie Wonder, smiling bright throughout my struggle. Like Stevie Wonder, rich and shit, but can't see nothing. Just like Stevie Wonder, playing shit. Got it all day, get it all day. Push out J's, wanna fuck me? The things you niggas pray about ain't shit to me. I feel it's only right to say. You niggas need to get up on my level. 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 You niggas need to get up on my level. 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 Going hard for him in the paint. Never had a real family. That nigga I called daddy. I never had a real daddy. They was already making music. I just added rap talent. Came out of prison, pursuing my dream. Now everybody mad at me. I ain't never try to dish y'all. All I ever did was tell the truth. Pray every one of y'all artists make it. Don't do, I still salute. Got real niggas from New Orleans. All they do is click on us. Made men don't make statements. You bigger than that, that's phony. Want every nigga that rap from Louisiana to make it. Medication and meditation and elevating the greatness. I'm not bothered by your diss. You was in your feelings. Yeah, you niggas my all and you mistreat your niggas.
Giving all that shit away.
Get up on my level.
Is that a bitch?
I can't see you on my level. Get up on my level. Love don't Karma comes right back around and you get what you did to me. You get what you did to me. Karma comes right back around and you get what you did to me. What you did to me. Karma comes right back around and you get what you did to me. Y'all know what's up with me. I don't want to talk. Hurt people. I'm destroyed on the inside. Cause of the looks on the way. I ain't doing no planning. What's hell? Sit mine, 10 diamonds legit. You see that it rains. Never don't finish. She the best crystal smell like propane. In the two rapper with eagle stance. We in the dope game. Interstate traffic compartment compacted with Colgate. Shout out the ones that be standing on their own. General population against the whole is own way. Order alone, cartel bossing you them whole things. Cause skeleton they be distributing cocaine. Start for the law, seeking a lost for Gillis. Corner spitting off park car in the parking lot of Piccadilly. Blood getting spilled when field family members no hospital visits. Laid at a lake, Earl K. Long, Mid City, Baton Rouge, General. Car got touched even when the parks wasn't personal or just business. Picked up on murder charges, I stood tall, got no conviction. Jump out my Honda, holler at Pop whenever I'm in St. City. Long live bleeding, he got killed and had the trees and they didn't fit. Bro, that FaceTime I ran it with him, he a real lit. Glorious death, these the consequences when you live how we live. I done got blackball, got a trap house inside to the trenches. Getting off Adderall, digiclock blenders in a box of syringes. Nowadays it's 60 rounds and everybody playing switch. No ace, but back then it was Glocks with extensions. No out of lane, spin your block, then hop out when it's ditch. Up and right, he who play back get dropped on a fence. Kevin Gates, they know my name, but it's unpopular to mention. Stood in my power, I am powerful and I'm not finished. Flying high, but I look low, I got binocular vision. Victoria accepted me for me when I went high in the city. Going in lane with Chicago, making a lock in the kitchen. Just wanna keep the rest going while the pots in the dish. Leader work okay, you made it post up on down the flip. Show me that paperwork and jelly. Broke my heart about slip. When I came home, that black and white on bones and everything. Standing 10 toes in the paint, that's all I'm man when I flip. All out of love, who can I trust? I done got swallowed out me. Smoke got it, I died inside this. I can't block from my memory. Minds that left me out shit by myself while I was in prison. My heart so hurt, I hold back tears whenever I look at his children. I feel like everybody guilty. They won't tell me who did it. They keep the secrets. I crash this bitch right now if you tell me. I don't smoke hot packs to make fun of disrespect the dead. I tried to kill myself before bullets still lives inside my head. I used to think of ways to die whenever I got out my bed. La ilaha illallah, fear Allah and I ain't scared. Since that song wrong, all this pain on me, I've been bring my killer stone in the rainbow. Telling lies to my mama, think I'm staying so. On that John, they ram, I understand so. It been hard for me to sleep, I ain't been thinking so. Dead bodies on my top, and they been playing on. Gave a lot of niggas my love, and they been playing on. They been imitating my sway, but they can't stand on it. I done got back in my bag, I've been staying focused. And if you bitch get in my presence, she get a good aroma. No, I'm fully fucking focused, and we fully loaded. Airbnbs that I own, but I rent from myself. I was in the property at 16, my niggas laughed at me. I got a daycare and a car lot, and they laughed at me. I got a Starbucks in 14, they asked me how I'ma make money. Now they wanna consult with me on alternate ways for to make money. I really hustle, I'm really thugging. 23, 29, Carolina bucket. Tryna push a nigga in his face, this kinda ain't say nothing. Every time I'm in the section, pull up and bless her with something. I was 12 in Louisiana, out here with Big London. Man, how much wrong I did, Miss Mary never judged me. She put on my one, she had the dope and don't say nothing. Butcher shot his son that died, I cried a lot of tears. God bless me with a son, so I named Cos after him. Can't complain about the hands, so we gon' play the card they do. Real one on top and bottom, niggas know the way we feel. You can't name somebody who to play with pressure that get killed. There was fast stuff you heard going on. And that was really serious. You got to do me something. You can't just be talking, you heard me? Like, stick me in jail, I'ma kill your family. Nigga look like an accident by the way it happened. Years later, I get bored sometime and make shit happen. I ain't just rapping. Once I bow my head, everybody get the business. I get on my knees and ask the Lord for forgiveness. Wanna keep me from sinning, baby, you should mind your business. I got a new bitch and sometimes relationships toxic. Hey, when we be arguing, love, I'm making love, my dick toxic. If you just talking, it ain't doing shit, you spit box. Cool, calm, collective in my presence, ain't no kickbox. You gon' play on your old lady, wanna sit back. Watch from Denver, Colorado, got my wrist right. Pray for humbleness, sometimes I tend to get cocky. Another shipment just came in and I been getting it, yeah. Any problem I encounter, I can fix it, yeah. I got partners doing time, which I can fix it, yeah.
Oh, fuck it up.
You don't remember me, huh?
Baby, you know, we ain't never had a friendship because I was going to the work, so we were going to ride in my life. Everybody was so judgmental, you know what I'm saying? We want to rock with fun every time. All the trust again with all my heart's been through. Misuse, not the one you choose. I fall back from you, heal my wounds. Name and face tattoo, can't get that removed. Listen, learn, they be using you when they show gratitude. Progression curve, through experience. Awkward avenues, free you born. That you don't conform. They have attitudes, they deform. Weathered every storm and they still mad at you. Made them feel like their opinion matter. They do jab at you. Now you ready to go jump out the plane with no parachute. Now you ready to go jump out the plane with no parachute. I've been watching you. When you dance, I know you see me. I've been watching you. When you dance, I know you see me on the day. I've been watching you. When you dance, I know you see me on the day. I've been watching you. Won't be on top of you. Just put your faith in me. Show you what God can do. Remove every obstacle. Lay on the clouds to snooze. Walking on water. Now I'm making mountains smooth. I know they hate to see the way that I rock with you. All that on shopping sprees. Look what I got for you. I am him. Man, this is true indeed. Suicide attempts to turn against, but it's not new to me. Coming out exotically, you make your leg move. Coming out of your in a brand new Porsche, I can't crash the coupe in Chicago. Woo! With the way I do, the way I handle you, I go handle you. Do it from Miami, I dismantle you. You the top with the light, pick up the
All all you gotta do it with the people you know. I don't believe in that shit. I used to believe it. I don't believe that anymore. Nah, getting married, huh? Why they gotta jump? Why they made that up? That's crazy. I just learned what kicking the bucket means. The fucking bucket, huh? I gotta cook some potatoes. I was gonna knock it out. I was gonna knock it out. I was waiting on it. I'm glad too. I don't know why. I had a lot of them that I let grow. Yeah, they should have a lot. Look, come go over heat. What's up on me, cuz? Shit.
But yeah, that's what I do. If I see something that's like not long enough to
this motherfucker don't listen. Oh, my man. Yeah, I was how I used to pick them, but I'm getting the hang of it. The floor crazy. If it said "fuck you," that shit killed me yesterday. That shit was funny as a motherfucker, bro. That just killed me.
They used to have somebody call him to ask me if he wanted Viagra.
Oh man, he ain't the only one that got the motherfucking slams calling. That shit called, man. That shit aggravating, man. That's the most aggravating shit.
I know I need a phone, but
yo, come in handy.
At least. Yeah, I get the family part, but I really don't talk to my family.
Right.
So, you know, I know I'm watching the kids, but they can't track
You get a phone, your wife will call you every 20 minutes.
Oh, what? Hey, where you at?
You don't know where you at when you just leave like that.
She ain't like that. As long as I come home and shit like that,
you're good.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think she that's why I don't need I picked your favorite.
Knock your ass over.
I don't know why she ain't gonna get none.
Crazy world, bro.
I know. I need this shade, but I don't feel like it. I hate shade.
Why?
I don't like shade.
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back? A stick. A stick. That's just stupid. A fucking stick. A stick, son. Why would tell you gotta go walk out the store? I need to fix my lawnmower, man.
Let's drag the gas out.
I just the string. I broke the damn string.
Oh shit! Yeah, I forgot about this.
And I don't want to ask Granny. I don't want to.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Damn.
And I'm not a.
I don't know.
I don't really know a lot about small engines.
I'm pretty sure if I just take the top off and put the string around it right, I could do it. I just gotta find the right tube to take it off. I got the tube. Minute, bro. What you want, man? Come see, Minnie. Let me tell you. I'm fucking out. Come sit right here. He's tired or something. Come see.
He's gonna hit you with the...
He said, fuck that, I'm going by heat. She like to get all on a nigga lap and shit. Just all in the damn way.
Just like every time I go outside the Blackie, she would jump in my, or he would jump in my lap.
And a motherfucker on.
And then I'm like, no, I'll put him down. He'll sit there and do it again.
It's like,
and then whatever, yeah, but that bullshit, whatever you say, it happens. He starts digging his fucking jaws.
Bruh. The motherfucker, I tell her to move. It stayed there like I didn't just tell her that, and then she just slowly creeps back on my lap. Like, bitch, move. She wanna go to sleep. That's what she's looking for. Pussy, Minnie. Pussy right here. Come here, to sleep. Pussy, girl. Pussy, Minnie. Fuck you. Nah, you might walk it. I don't know. Bored. Pussy, Minnie. Bored as shit. Bored ass life. I ain't got no woman. Nothing. I know that's why I don't want to turn that bitch on. I don't want to turn that shit on. Fuck that. It's gonna be swinging everywhere, and then that shit gonna get caught.
This will cost you a block on the frame, but I can help you the frame. Okay.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, yeah. I actually got
You got what?
ID today.
ID?
Yeah, I might be losing my mind.
Thank you. You and I'll go here for that part yourself. Thank you, Trey.
I ain't got one. I can take my first year and shit.
I don't want to wait too long.
1986.
She didn't want to hear that shit, huh?
Oh, no.
Oh, get your
I
ass.
said, all right, never mind here. I'm going to go put the mirror up. I went and bought cigarettes, but she didn't want the ID for that shit.
Damn.
No, I got cigarettes. I asked Mr. Joe.
I let thing going fast, bro.
I have to say, when we're out there, I'm looking for all the shots. And I'm saying on the scene, everything happens at once. You have to go with your gut. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a pattern of consistently undermining my authority. If you think that, Captain, I apologize. I have to be able to watch the whole playing field and know that when I call the shot, everyone is going to execute with precision.
Was that? Yeah, I know, but fuck that.
Whatever, dude, I'm fucking 38 years
Yeah,
old.
we don't look like we fucking 17. Look like I'm 18 years old. They be burning me up with this shit. Bitch, I look like I'm 18. I like you don't look 18. Or 20, how we gotta be the box cigarettes? 18, 21? Oh,
21 now.
21, huh? Damn.
Yeah, back whenever Stephanie was just turning, before she turned 18, I said, watch, I got ready to goddamn
Shut up for her.
and they did.
No idea you were selling the
Got me 21
I'm telling you, I was buying beer about like 17, 18. I was buying alcohol and beer, and cigarettes, all the other shit. Bad influence ass people.
I would just
Find out.
really?
Really?
From my mom.
Yes, indeed.
Like they get fucked up, my mom and stepdad would get fucked up, they go to bed, don't need the cigarettes.
I used to try to stick 2 or 3 on my dad and shit.
Both and napkins and
My dad would come out. What the fuck happened? I don't know. He was drinking. He was drunk last night.
he must have drunk. He must have smoked all them cigarettes.
This is
Oh, yeah.
I turned to Russia's lyrics.
Not good.
She thought she was one of those words in school.
Lord.
I don't think she was that or started to try to stop the
Remember them old good old days.
showing it backstage.
Hey, Connie.
You were cheap.
What's wrong with you? We got a lot of David first. Out of a lot of David. That's it.
You said that was the night to beat.
I did.
I can call him.
We're about to beat that night.
Hey, this is I know he'll talk to you.
Backstage passes included. You beat Appreciate it.
All right.
Times, mind you, and each show was mind-blowingly better than the last. If you missed this, you're missing a slice of rock and roll heaven.
Hey, no. You ever notice that? Wherever it's like he was fixing heads, I'm gonna put it on Taylor's watch.
I have to, right? What if there's an ear in there? Or a single more? What's wrong with you? I'm
just saying, that's crazy, huh?
What do you know about
whatever you're looking at, that's the yeah, I'll buy you a beer.
That's it? Just old baseball cards.
Hey, I can.
Can't say I'm not disappointed.
Want to bring a beer? What does he say?
Yeah, we need to drink
No matter the week, I got that big beer right there. It's about 6 seconds. Get one other thing. Whatever you want to do, it don't matter. Whatever you want to do.
No. Well, I know that. She comes by, we call her. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, me too. You said this is my squad, right?
Hungry,
yes, it is. This game stays in the booth. What's this about, Dallas? I want to change. I want to transfer separate out of squad 3.
The floor trade offers a large in-stock selection of waterproof luxury vinyl plank in Acadiana. Our flooring comes ready for immediate installation. We are open Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 9 a.m. through 5 p.m., and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The Floor Trader Outlet, your local source for high-quality flooring. Hello.
What?
I'm
confused.
We've more than double paid parental leave.
What ain't balls on the good though?
For full-time, part-time owners. Because at Starbucks, benefits like parental leave.
Look, I'm gonna put you on team, yo.
How much money is over?
I'm gonna get you on $4 right now. Fucking around.
This Saturday and Sunday at Cullen's Baby
Pick it up. I never see you there.
Up to 50% off in every department. Toys, furniture,
What about me? What about that?
clothing, and gifts.
You go set up with that shit on name.
And shop Cullen's Babyland. In-store closeout sale.
Today is loud.
Favor savings plus free layaway.
Shop for savings and deals on 2 days this Saturday and Sunday at Cullen's Babyland.
Johnston Street, Lafayette.
Monday, first you moved in, you banned cigar smoke, kitchen nudity.
I'm gonna put y'all on games. Boom. Look at this shit. You can get $40. You gotta have a valid ID.
Together, they're the odd couple.
Plus, $30 for everybody you refer. Bitch, I better put it out so I can get my $30. But I can't get it because I ain't no fucking ID.
6 Central. More.
These are the stories of recovery, of rebuilding, and communities coming together. A Scripps News Group special report. Texas full of tragedy.
Mom, you got an ID? Look.
Saturday night on Ion is our night.
So they say you can give if you open up an account, you get $40. You open up an account, you get $40. My bamboo. My bamboo. Bank account. It's a bank account.
As a legal journalist, every time I step into the Supreme Court, I think
Let me see your phone again.
in today's society,
I can put you on the money game.
everything. And that's why it's very important for people to be informed, especially when it comes to law. I see it as a responsibility to be able to parse out all of the information that may be involved and bring the facts. Abijoy Burnett, Scripps News.
For live reports, breaking news, and headlines from across the country, stream Scripps News.
You got us banned from being in house.
I know.
I've been more in love with you.
Show me your folding check. I'm not the mood for your sheet.
I gotta start selling dope. I just need to fix my fucking tires, man. Fuck. I can get on the road, man. I can't get on the road with no tires, cuz. I get some money. Fuck that.
They call you the rifle man. Just make it good.
Yeah, you niggas are tired. You see one go all over.
Why do you have enough for
You know they call nothing.
So what, man?
Constantly questioning my orders. My understanding is it was a judgment call made in the
I'm gonna try to get. They're not gonna stop me. I'll play the ball first.
Look, I'm really sorry. We hunt to take our people out. Discipline. We reprimand, you address the problem, but we do not give up.
Well, that'll be my choice.
Especially when it's good at the job as Kelly said.
I need to fucking get on the road,
So if you want
man.
to write him up, that's just fine. But he stays in this house.
What it is, Angel?
That's what you're saying. It's my squad. Your squad.
Fucking phone, I ain't gonna beat the fuck out of me, man. She bring all things, man.
I'll sit right with you. Door's right there.
Put that damn phone in the fucking
I'll take you.
Why you little nigga?
so she can do the app and get her $40.
Man, call up.
You call up and tell her.
You got a cancel us a lot you on it.
This is my bamboo. She's smart.
Hello. Hello. Hey. Hello.
So, I'm going to say two names, and you stop folding when those two names don't go together.
Okay.
Dawson
You like to play this game?
What's that, baby?
Lounge and Sergeant Black.
What's that, baby?
Jimmy and Chili.
It's a game you can get some money off of.
No.
Hey, Kenneth. Yo.
Hey, man, no worries for me. I think the basic one about it. Keep it on the DL. I'm saying as the chief of the Yankees always. Well, in my experience, in-house dating is something you have to be very careful about. That's what I thought. Who are you with? What? Who'd you date in the house? Well, no, I didn't mean me personally. Thanks. Yeah. You got it, man.
He wrote me up.
I was right, Chief. He knows that.
Where? Well, I'm telling you, he's a captain. It's within his authority to do so, whether I recommend it or not.
Yeah, but you can overrule him.
I can write up their board, so can he. Thought this is going to be in your file.
The drills, washing the rig, none of it matters. He's coming for me.
And I am handling it.
I gotta say, you know what?
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
No. What?
He was your buddy, remember?
Dismiss.
Got it in the FedEx, whatever. Dion will get the box, yeah. Cool, thanks, man. No problem. You in trouble, Freddie? Oh, me? Nah, man. I'm good, bro. Yeah, I got out, huh? Yeah. You out too? Yeah. No. I was thinking, did you do that for me? You jumped in, bro. I'm stuck. I'm always be stuck. No one's ever had my back. Oh, yo, stupid. Yo, she never came around. Bro, why don't you come inside the firehouse, huh, man? Got some food, meet everybody? Yeah. It's a neighborhood house. Safe house. We make sure of that. Gotta go. Freddie. You need to get comfortable with being honest with me. If you can't, you can always fall back on the fact that you don't have a choice. I didn't think you'd want to be bothered with a non-work issue. You thought wrong. What's with the box? Just my brother's friend trying to jumpstart a conversation. About? Me helping him get out. Of what? Gang life? Yeah. He's stuck. And what'd you say? I told him to start by coming over here. It's a neighborhood house. Give me the look. Oh. Honesty goes both ways, right, Captain? Of course. But honestly, tell me, what are you doing to this house? Sometimes chain of command comes before everything else grows. You're gonna have to get used to that.
Injured person, 851 South Road.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Time for vacation with summer specials and great deals going on. Like on it's 24 years. Take 12,000 off the MSRP on an all-new 2024 Ford Super Duty in stock only. Or take 10,000 off the MSRP on a new 2024 Ford Bronco in stock only. No time to make the drive? No problem. Sterling is excited to offer our complimentary delivery service to Acadiana and the surrounding area. Don't forget to start your shopping online at silverstone.com.
That alert shit.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel I was losing interest in the things I loved. Then I found a chance to let in the light. Discover Capuletta. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Capuletta is proven to deliver significant symptom relief for both bipolar 1 and 2 depression. And in clinical trials, movement disorders are making not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Capuletta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening. Uncontrollable symptoms, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur. And high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor how Capuletta can help you let in the light. Find savings at Capuletta.com.
On your tape. All you need to take. Okay, you see that he said, right?
Yeah. Activated the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, Master. They were killed by their own children.
How we said, that's it. But I'm going to give you some a lot of shit could be done. It's not in
No, it stays in the fridge. That's why you put it in the fridge.
Okay,
It's cool, but it's,
yeah.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, my clients had that. I remember that.
You're gonna catch it.
You know what? You gotta get this damn bad.
Saturday starting at 9 Central on ION.
I can't bring that to your family. Oh, I mean, disaster shows up at your doorstep. You can't just turn away a natural disaster.
No, not that.
That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan before they show up. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan for your family. So if disaster happens, you'll be ready.
He wants there.
They'll be safe. It's just a pizza. Yes. Make a plan today.
I need a beer, baby.
They're consistently caring.
Oh, yeah. You know what?
Incredibly relatable.
You can wash these? No, I want to get another baby.
So ready.
Yeah, you want to check it out.
They also say you heard too much because that's coming.
Positive roll-off to ashing your tire?
Fucking shots.
Hey, I thought it was at the house you can have. What? I thought at the house you can have.
It's on.
It's got holes in it.
Oh my God. It's on.
No, I don't care. I can't. My wife don't let me.
It's on.
I got raised getting whooped with bells.
Do you know how lucky you are?
Yeah.
Miss your tongue and your teeth.
They rather on you 10 times before it stops.
Sir,
No.
you're just cleaning it?
I thought it was unloaded.
And you keep it locked up, right?
Always.
We're gonna put the seat collar on you, then we're gonna grab the stair chair and bring you down to the
I
ambulance.
can walk.
We'll take you in the chair.
What about my son? He can ride, right? I don't have nobody watching.
Yeah, the one that's outside is,
You shouldn't have been supposed to face.
I tell you, right here.
you know, my thing last night.
You're being really brave.
The one that's outside the back is dispensary weed. Oh, okay. So my cat's
You want to know
the horse now. And that shit,
Charge it.
I might as well slide off the street.
That is going to jump back and check it. Yeah, shoot yourself.
It was an accident. Keep the gun locked up, key around my neck. Took it off when I was in the shower. He found it. It's not his fault.
I'm making lies.
My wife's down here, though. It's just me and my son.
Hello.
Can't lose that boy I love. Please. That's why I be more careful, I promise. CBD. Everything okay in here? Damn. I guess they did hear a shot. That is a GSW.
Boy, he shot himself in the face.
Exactly.
Anyone else home?
No.
Oh, it shot
It's
him.
a lockbox locked.
So what the hell happened?
I don't know.
That's why you don't have
We should have
guns
talked
around.
for a while. I gotta get the stair chair and get him over to Matt. The kid's gonna come with us.
Ready? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, you can try home. Drink my beer.
Dude, I ate so much again last night. I ate a whole can of French style green beans.
That bitch.
I know this is
A
amazing
whole
as it
can of
sounds.
French style green beans. Ate a whole can of
Damn.
ate
12.
I eat it all the time. I don't eat junior steak. I gotta be really healthy or something.
Sometimes when you need
I'm always like if I eat breakfast, I'll go.
don't say that lightly.
I'm starving like a motherfucker right now.
Hey, go ahead. Hey,
Hot out there, bro.
it's gonna get hotter.
I was 21-12.
Sorry? Hey, we're gonna find the wheelchair.
Right?
I'll push you there, you push me back.
I needed that motherfucker the other day.
It's that shit that got down.
I'm sorry, you mean you were 21 years old?
That was cool.
But he was 12.
We're huge fans. I've been to 9 of your shows. Oh, really? Yeah.
Almost as many as us.
Let's get a pic, guys. Yeah. All right. Like 17 again. You great? It was cute.
Downstairs in the tickets. This isn't backstage, this is behind the stage. I can see a sliver from my seat. We can trade places during the show. Oh my God. Yeah. All right, drinks are at the house. My God, Alice always plays
Drinks on the house shit. Let's go. Fuck this nonsense.
This is pretty
I'll go.
You know, I totally gave you guys the wrong tickets. Mea culpa. Who are your friends? It's cool, it's cool. You're in the front row, bro.
Damn, mama. It's coming out your nose.
No. It went down your own nose.
There's fun.
What's wrong with you, mama?
No, they took a drink.
You're doing something wrong here.
What all that bullshit?
All I know is that last we are really fat. So, I mean, if you want to, I should really go for it.
Now you got back in for it.
So you can see that, you know.
Well, hey, at least. Yeah, you can go meet Phil.
Want me a bad influence for me?
Oh, she won.
Like that.
You're on this weekend, man.
I'm gonna.
You're working well with that.
He's gonna be a bad influence for me.
Where does that keep coming?
I might well be a celibate.
I'll tell you one thing, you go and lose weight picking those.
Wallace Funky.
Why you say that?
Detective Ryan Wheeler.
Back whenever we
First
started doing it.
Hey, tell me if you've ever been up house. Serena Holmes is somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She locked herself up. Well, the stove was on. Well, the fire chicken.
Did you kick in the door?
Yes, I did.
I don't feel like that one. I know that actually got when the old nigga stopped by October or something.
Whatever he said.
Hit her in the face with a bottle. So, you don't mind. I like it.
Oh, no, it'll probably go to September.
Oh, baby.
No.
Want to come with it, sir?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure because I say at least another month or two. Then we got to make another hustle.
You say we gonna have to or we will?
Oh, well, I can make another hustle.
I know.
Unless you have something else to do, but usually there's a winter time.
That's so soon? How was the show?
Man, I'm gonna come up.
Okay.
I might hit the lottery by then.
Okay.
I might hit the lottery, man.
I just want you to understand I've got a job to do. Do you?
I don't play.
You keep undermining me, you said it right. So you say you want me to do it again, and I'm not sure if it's going to change.
I don't care.
I'm off shift.
I think about
So right now, you and me, we're just two guys in the bar with
I'm not bet on a football game.
That's how you want to play. Yeah.
It's too bad. About that 7 days. That, you know, they want everything. Yeah, I want football.
Whenever you pull this and you pull it, and guess what? You broke. They end up took your house, your car, your clothes, your go-to. Yeah, the place you got that go-to out to give it to them. Casino.
You know what's right?
They say, give me that go-to.
You're suspending me. You're lucky that's
Oh, it don't come out. Hold on. Pop. It come out now.
What? This competition is different. You have 17. What's that? With me, you have 7 that they die because you competition.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to it.
I like my little name.
When I make a move to change the way Odin's doing things, I want to make sure that you're ready to step on the escape path. You need some yeah.
Especially go for it. Yes, he calls us up.
You keep consistently undermining my authority. Take the next shift off. You're suspending me. You're lucky, that's all.
What's
you tell me if you're going to the house. Yeah, sure. 8 years. She was a man named Odin broke down her door and attacked her. I like it. Right again. The nature of your relationship with Miss Holmes.
I told her before we don't have a relationship. She rented the apartment next door, so that's my sister.
And you gave it to her, correct?
Yes, I did.
Kicked her door down.
At her request, yes. Okay, sir. You don't need help. You don't hesitate.
Did you touch Miss Holmes at that time?
The door shut.
What is this happening?
No, I did not.
Come on, Patrick.
Threaten her in any way.
Can we finish here?
Put it this way. Your account doesn't exactly jive with the 911 call. If you like changing it, I do so before the state's attorney approves the felony
I
charges.
didn't have a day off all last week.
You didn't have the oath? You're distracted right now.
Hey. How's the drive?
And I can't even, whenever I go to sleep, I'll sleep for a little bit and wake up.
Suspended? Yeah, it's not a big deal. The hell it isn't. What kind of operations while they're going to run it? The captain is the one who dinged me. I got it under control. How much longer are you in town? I was going to split right after the gala until I heard that this jag-off put you on ice. You hit him back? Look, it's been a rough couple of days. I don't need you coming in here and telling me what I did wrong. Don't be rolling over, Kelly. Benny, hey, Casey, are you going to take on this mess? You better call in the union reps. It's just a dinner right now.
Huh?
One day somebody came at your buddy, you got dragged into the alley.
And how?
First of all, this is a cat.
You stepped up to Kelly off duty in a bar. Fair game.
Second of all, Kelly kept his cool and may not come to this. And yes, now he's back.
Yeah,
That's what she was.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, the blonde hair dude.
It's good seeing you, Benny. What do you make for shift?
Yeah, we came in house. It's a doctor's show.
Oh, yeah, I know how, but I've never seen my house.
Yeah, he played in the house.
What's his name?
Before he played here.
Okay, something Patterson, right?
Look at what,
I need something about you.
I know.
She's a hoe. Yeah.
Never.
Did you hear anything from Chief Lieutenant? I went by his office and lights are out.
Left a message. Said he'll be in a couple hours.
Is everything okay?
As far as I know. Why?
18 years I've been crawling hallways with a guy, and never once has he been late to shift. The guy's a Cal Ripken of a CFP.
Silent auction for the charity gala kicks off today, and all the proceeds go to help young burn victims. So don't be cheap asses.
4-man squad today. More drills for everyone. That's right, lots of blood. Yeah. I'm not expecting a Christmas card. I don't give a damn if you like me, but you will respect the rank. Understood?
You think y'all jackets sending me the ring.
Oh, I thought you said the ring. I said, I'll get the ring. Oh, put my foot away in case leather. That's why I can't have the dog. Because somebody goes, I'll take it for so long. But after a while, oh yeah.
See what happened?
Hey, you're A&B.
The guy's working before the car hit the curb. It launched like a missile. It must have killed him on his.
Jesus Christ. What was he on? I'm
Well, look at that shit, huh?
Boy, he's stuck in his ass.
He's not.
Oh, you know that fake ass blood. That look like some syrup.
That shit look like a hurt.
The darkness of my floor depression made me feel like life was moving on without me.
Good.
Discover
30 of them motherfuckers, they all broken.
Deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression in the clinical
Oh,
trial.
I don't. That's why I don't have a phone because I will break that
Elderly
mouth.
dementia patients have increased risk of death.
Especially the ones that
Don't fit.
Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes.
It don't fit, damn it.
Thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks.
Where the heat?
Confusion, stiff muscles, which may be left leg.
Get the fuck out of here. Who? I look like I'm comfortable? Why you say that? That shit cold.
Ask your doctor how Caplyta can help. Find savings at Caplyta.com.
Wait, I can see it?